like I said, we're gonna start one box at a time. You're gonna pick either your small box or your large box, and then I would just kind of write on it what it is, because you're gonna end up painting it eventually, but we're gonna start just like this. So you're gonna start with 5 pieces, guys. You're gonna start with 5 pieces, and you are going to match them up. So I'm looking for sides that line up perfectly. So these two look really good. And now I'm going to grab my next box, and I'm going to figure out which, so that matches up pretty nicely. Okay, and you're making a Greek cross. Do you know what a Greek cross is?
A very blocky cross.
Yeah, it's like on an ambulance, that like even side cross. Okay, so I want to make sure these all line up. Do you see how this one's a little bit smaller? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's bad. We don't want that. Yes, it is. So I'm just gonna find the ones that look the best, which is right there. Okay. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my masking tape. Okay, and I'm gonna make sure this is nice and tight and lined up. And I'm gonna go from edge to edge. Now this is where your scissors come into play, because you're gonna cut off the extra. Too much tape is gonna make it bulky and have wrinkles. And when you go to put your boxes together, if there's wrinkles, the edges are gonna catch, and it's actually gonna pull and rip the tape. So you need to be careful. And then I'm just gonna use the other half of this to do that edge. Okay, and then I'm gonna move on to my next side. You're gonna wanna tape all 4 of these in first. Okay, so pushing it in tight, making sure it's lined up. Putting my tape on. Trimming the edge. It's a little bit too much. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the next ones. Okay, after this, okay, you're gonna flip it over. So once you have all 4 of these in, you're gonna flip it over, and you're actually gonna make the interior of the box black. Because if you flip it the other way, it's really loose, and you can actually see through it. Can you see through it? See the light?
I see through it.
Okay. But if you go this way, okay, it's a lot tighter. Okay, you're gonna have to put tape here and like here and here, all your inside edges. So what I recommend you do is to actually start by folding your masking tape in half.
21st century innovation, right?
I know, right? Okay, lining it up.
Do you want any white inside the box?
You don't want any light
Because it's gonna,
because it will ruin your photo paper. Okay, so I'm putting it in. I'll trim off the extra. Okay, and then I'll come in and start working on the other ways. Once you get some taped in, okay, you're gonna hold it up to the light to make sure there's no actual light coming through. When you're all done, you're gonna have a box like this with tape on all of the edges. Okay, no wrinkles or bumps in your tape. Okay, and ready to paint. Okay, if the boxes don't line up on this side, so say this edge is like smaller than this edge, totally fine. What counts is if they match up here at the bottom. Okay, any questions? Yeah.
So we'll use the electrical tape for the handle.
We're gonna use the electrical tape for our lens. Okay, so our shutter, getting the aluminum put in. Most people do it with their handle, and then in case we need to reinforce any outside edges so light doesn't get in. Okay, questions for me? Okay, so